Hi, today I am at Hampton Beach, one of my favorite places in the whole world, and we're going to be talking about the Hampton Beach Seafood Festival, which is going to run from September 6th through the 8th. We're going to be visiting 3 of the restaurants that are going to be participating in the Seafood Festival. First, we're going to head over to the Old Salt in Hampton, then we're going to go over to Brown's Lobster Pound in Seabrook, and then we're going to end up here on Hampton Beach at the Cascade Seaside. I'm going to be meeting with Ginny McNamara, who is the Director of Food for the festival, and we're going to talk about all the great seafood and fun, entertainment, everything that's really great about the Seafood Festival. You'll have to come on down.
Steel Hill Resorts is a 4-season resort located in the Lakes region of New Hampshire, and we have a 550-acre campus that's on top of a mountaintop surrounded by hardwood forest. So you can go right from the city to having this relaxing oasis up here in the Lakes region to turn off and calm down and enjoy time with the family. There's a wealth of amenities up here at Steel Hill. We've got a 9-hole executive golf course, a full-size basketball court, there's a soccer pitch, tennis courts, 2 indoor pools, 2 outdoor pools, indoor access to a fantastic amenity center with 30,000 square feet of space, very large multi-tier pool. Steel Hill is a just fantastic wedding location. We've got unbelievable views, great food, and a big tradition of doing lots of weddings up here and doing them well. Our menu here is really New England comfort foods with an emphasis on fresh. We try to make sure that the customers have the freshest ingredients for the food that we're going to deliver to their plates. We like to say if a guest is coming back for a return stay, then we've done something right.
I am here at the Old Salt with Mike Higgins, one of the owners, and this place is so historical and great. I love the feeling when I came in here. How old is this place?
Well, the building dates back to the 1700s, mid-1700s. It's gone through a lot of different transitions as being a home and a restaurant and an inn. It's great.
Yeah. Now the Old Salt, it has a lot of history too. Now you were down on the beach at first?
Yes, we opened our business in '86 down in Hampton Beach. We're on the corner of K Street. There was a devastating fire. It started on the building next door, kind of took out the whole block. That was in '99. So we spent a couple of years in limbo, leasing a place down on the beach, which was the Whale's Tail restaurant, and we finally found this. And it was an accident. We just stumbled across it. We didn't even know it was for sale. And there was a restaurant here that didn't do so well, and they failed. And we came in just to see if we could help them out. And we knew there was holiday parties booked and stuff like that. And it was marriage made in heaven. It was perfect. Yeah.
And now you have the inn right next door.
The inn next door, yeah, 32 rooms. So that's LeMay's Inn. So the building originally started as LeMay's. And LeMay's was the family that started the business as a restaurant. And it's gone back and forth to LeMay's being the restaurant and the inn, and it's kind of settled in now that we're here. So we have the Old Salt restaurant at LeMay's Inn. We just kind of merged the two. And it's great because there's two histories there that kind of came together.
So now the Old Salt means Old Sailor.
Correct.
So that's got to do with all the seafood that you sell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little over 100 items on our menu. We're loaded with seafood. It's all local seafood. Most of it is all from the local fishermen. With the exception of things that you buy over the road is, the shrimp and stuff like that. But all the scallops and the cod and the haddock and the clams and everything are caught locally here.
So speaking of seafood, now you've been part of the Hampton Beach Seafood Festival from day one.
Since day one, yeah. Since 1989, I believe it was. I think it's 24 years now.
Okay. And now 2 of the items we have here are what you're going to be having this year at the festival.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about the chowder. So this is the chowder.
New England clam chowder. It's fantastic. It's a staple of the restaurant. We've had it here since day one. We, had this restaurant and came up with a recipe. It's been so popular, we actually had it canned, and that was a process in itself. It was probably a 5 or 6 year process, but first scrapped the idea a couple of times because nobody could get it right, and they want to put preservatives in, and they want to change it, but we finally found somebody, and it's a great company. They drag all the clams just down by the Cape and everything like that. It's the sandy bottom, so it's environmentally done correct, and 100% of the clam is used. They use all the meat, obviously, for the clams, and for the chowder, they grind up the shells for landscaping. So
that's great.
So nothing goes to waste.
That's great. Yeah. So now this is your mom's recipe?
It's my recipe, but my mom's the one that approved it.
There you go. It's very creamy. It's really creamy. So there's a secret to this?
There is. And you know, everybody wants to know what your secret is because they can't make it the same way at home. And the secret, in my opinion, is the cream. You know, we use a pasteurized cream. It's not ultra pasteurized, which is most of what you would see at the supermarkets. And when it's ultra pasteurized, the butter fat content is lower. It's not as rich and as creamy versus pasteurized. And it's all about the cooking process on how they do that. But
So get the perfect chowder, you have to just come here.
yeah, there you go.
There you go.
And it's the same with when it's in the can. But the secret to this is if you bring it home and you heat it up and you're using obviously the right cream, you need to let it sit. You need to let it sit up, you know, really and extract the flavors out of the base, because this is a concentrate. So you're going to get a quart of chowder here.
So now this is another one of the items that you're going to have down at the festival.
Correct, the lobster seafood stew.
So tell me about that. That
now
looks
this
yummy.
involved from the clam chowder, but we just wanted something that was even heartier, which is, believe it or not, and nice thick hearty. And so this has native shrimp in it. It has the clams in it. It has fresh sea scallops, fresh haddock, lobster meat, and you know we start the process. We steam down some lobsters and then we save that broth, and we'll cook all of our vegetables in it, which is not a lot of vegetables. Just some peppers and no peppers, onions and celery and some red bliss potatoes, just to give it that stew consistency. And we cook all that down in the lobster broth, and then we thicken it up and we season it, and we add some nice sherry just for a little sweetness flavor, and you got a fantastic product.
I mean, that's chock full of seafood. That's unbelievable.
That is just loaded.
And that's the bowl portion?
That is the bowl, yeah. And we normally serve it this way. We will serve it just in a bowl, and it's only $6.99, which you can't beat that price.
No.
And it's chock full of lobster as well. We serve the chowder in the soup cups, and then if we're going to serve it with a dish or something like that, we'll serve it in the soup cup, and it'll accommodate it.
Now you also have some other great things on your menu, and one is this burger, which is very fascinating, and you've used a little bit of your lobster stew on this chowder.
Yes, and that's a surf and turf burger, and that's just literally the best of both worlds. It's, you know, a full ground sirloin, fresh ground sirloin, and that's ground a couple days a week.
Right up the street, right?
Yeah, the local butcher shop, Joe's Meat Shop, and we top it with some fresh lobster meat, and then just a dollop of lobster stew, and you know it's house-made chips, so everything on there is authentic, and it is great, isn't it? Those flavors go together so well.
I love the surf and turf. It's so delicious. The beef, that's great beef.
Yeah, they go so well together.
Wow. So now you're like an all-scratch kitchen. Everything you make here is homemade.
Everything we make is homemade, yeah. This, you know, guys are back there, and our prep kitchen for the guys producing food is just as big, if not bigger, than the kitchen for the guys that are actually cooking and plating up. But
You
they
must
do
be
a
so proud,
fantastic
though,
job.
because the food is just so great. And you also bottle your own soda?
We do. Soda, so we have a lime Ricky here, which it's kind of like a raspberry lime Ricky, and then old-fashioned root beer, and those are just authentic to the building, so they go so good.
Great. If you want to come and try some of this great chowder, you'll have to head to the Hampton Beach Seafood Festival or head out here to Old Salt in Hampton. Just great, Mike. Thank you. Can I have a little toast?
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Steel Hill Resorts is a four-season resort located in the Lakes region of New Hampshire, and we have a 550-acre campus that's on top of a mountaintop surrounded by hardwood forest. So you can go right from the city to having this relaxing oasis up here in the Lakes region to turn off and calm down and enjoy time with the family. There's a wealth of amenities up here at Steel Hill. We've got a 9-hole executive golf course, a full-size basketball court, there's a soccer pitch, tennis courts, 2 indoor pools, 2 outdoor pools, indoor access to a fantastic amenity center with 30,000 square feet of space, very large multi-tier pool. Steel Hill is a just fantastic wedding location. We've got unbelievable views, great food, and a big tradition of doing lots of weddings up here and doing them well. Our menu here is really New England comfort foods with an emphasis on fresh. We try to make sure that the customers have the freshest ingredients for the food that we're going to deliver to their plates. We like to say if a guest is coming back for a return stay, then we've done something right.
I am here at Brown's Lobster Pound in Seabrook with Bruce Brown II. Now this is a great place. I love the atmosphere. What kind of eating would you call this? Kind of the way it's set up?
Casual.
Casual?
Yes.
So now this has been a family affair since the beginning. When did it start?
My grandfather started the restaurant in 1950, and my dad took over in 1972. He worked here alongside of my grandfather rather. But then in 72, my dad took over. He currently still runs it. My brother Bob and I are managers.
So now the way you order your food is you go to the window out front, you place your order, you come and sit in here, wait for your number, and then you get this great food.
That's right.
So now, how long have you been going to the Hampton Beach Seafood Festival?
I believe we started in 1998.
All right, and so you have the 3 items here on the table, or what you're going to have this year at the festival.
The same thing. They work well for us. Fried clams, homemade onion rings, and fresh lobster rolls.
So you've won lots of awards.
We have.
Okay, so awards for all 3?
Awards for all 3, especially the lobster rolls.
But this year you won New Hampshire Magazine's Best Onion Rings.
We did.
And tell us a little bit about your onion rings. What makes those so special?
Well, they're just nice onions, hand cut, and they're breaded and fried, and you know, they're kind of crunchy. They're great.
I'm an onion ring connoisseur, and these are very good. They're
Thank you.
delicious. Now, your lobster rolls are made fresh every day.
They are.
And we saw one made back there. And you use the hard shell lobsters.
Yeah.
And why? What makes those better?
Well, we use fresh lobster meat, and that right there makes them better. And we do get hard shell lobsters to sell to customers because they're full of meat and they're a little nicer. They cost a little more, but this time of the year there's a lot of soft shell lobsters around. And so we pay extra to try to get the hard shells as long as we can, and just to give people a full shell.
Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about your fried clams here. So where do they come from, the clams?
A lot of times we get them from Maine.
Those are really good. So is there a secret to how you make these?
No, we just buy the best quality. And, you know, same thing, like the onion rings, they're breaded and fried.
Now you also have some great outdoor seating, and it overlooks what's the river out here?
It's the Blackwater River.
And so you're a short drive from the beach. Where is the beach from here?
The beach is that way, just, you know, not even a quarter of a mile.
So I hear that people come from like all over the world to try your lobster rolls and all of your food.
They do.
Yeah, so tell me the story about your cousin in San Francisco.
My cousin was in the airport in San Francisco, and she just heard some people saying when they got to Boston to make the drive 45 minutes north to Boston, to Brown's.
Yeah, so you're world renowned.
We are.
You've been in a lot of books.
Yes.
Right,
yeah.
the best lobster, best clam.
Best lobster shacks and stuff like that they put us in, and you know, it's just the seacoast type of thing.
So if someone, when they're coming to the Hampton Beach Seafood Festival, if they want to come for the best lobster roll, they have to head to Brown's.
They do.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. We have a little toast.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you so
we'll
much.
see you at the festival.
Definitely. I am here with Caleb Brown, 12th generation of the Browns here in Seabrook.
Yep.
And you're going to teach me how to crack a lobster.
Okay.
Okay, so how to get started?
So first you want to take the lobster,
Yep.
turn it over,
Okay.
take it by the tail and twist.
Twist.
And take the tail by the back fins and pull up. And you should be able to push that meat right through.
Oh, here we go. Next.
Then with the claws, you just want to pull straight up at the joint at the knuckle. Pull straight down. That and pull straight down.
There we go.
should slide right out.
Wow, that's pretty easy.
And some people, there's a little piece of meat in here too. If you take the pick, you can dig it out. And people eat that too.
I'm not going to waste my time on the little stuff. I want the big stuff.
The big stuff, all right. And knuckles, I think is the best part of the whole lobster.
Okay.
You pull straight back on that, and just take your finger and push it straight through. That's pretty much it. Some people eat the legs, just tear them off and, you know, chew.
Chew.
Pull it straight back, you know, kind of chew, and
There you go.
there's little pieces in there.
Now, the body's...
And the body does have Most people don't go into it.
It's got some green stuff in there.
People eat the tamale.
They do?
Yeah.
Really?
The tamale is actually just the liver of the lobster.
Oh, it's a liver.
Yeah, and people eat that. And then in between all the joints are little pieces of meat that most people don't even get to.
Okay.
But it's probably the best part, I think.
All right, I'm going to
That
try.
and the knuckles.
This is a piece of, what's the knuckle? This one? This little one? Is that the knuckle?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to
That's
try
knuckle
that.
meat.
Whoops. Oh. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Steel Hill Resorts is a four-season resort located in the Lakes region of New Hampshire, and we have a 550-acre campus that's on top of a mountaintop surrounded by hardwood forest. So you can go right from the city to having this relaxing oasis up here in the Lakes region to turn off and calm down and enjoy time with the family. There's a wealth of amenities up here at Steel Hill. We've got a 9-hole executive golf course, a full-size basketball court, there's a soccer pitch, tennis courts, 2 indoor pools, 2 outdoor pools, indoor access to a fantastic amenity center with 30,000 square feet of space, very large multi-tier pool. Steel Hill is a just fantastic wedding location. We've got unbelievable views, great food, and a big tradition of doing lots of weddings up here and doing them well. Our menu here is really New England comfort foods with an emphasis on fresh. We try to make sure that the customers have the freshest ingredients for the food that we're going to deliver to their plates. We like to say if a guest is coming back for a return stay, then we've done something right.
I am here with Ginny McNamara, and you have a whole bunch of titles. Tell us what those are.
Well, I work for the Hampton Area Chamber of Commerce, and I am the Director of Special Events. For the Seafood Festival, I'm the Vice Chairman, and I also manage all the food vendors.
So you know all the food that's going to be here.
I
So
do.
tell us a little bit about the food.
Oh, there's so much. There's lots of lobster, lots of clams, fried, steamed, however you like them. We've got non-seafood too, so if you don't like seafood, there's steak grinders and burgers and fries, and fried dough, lots of desserts, really good desserts.
yeah. Fried dough?
A fried dough sundae.
Ooh. That sounds good. That sounds really good.
It's supposed to be giant, I hear.
Yeah. So now there's a lot of entertainment and other things going on besides the food. So what else
Oh
is?
yeah, we've got 2 stages of entertainment. We've got bands going all day and all night on the Seashell stage, and also on our Beach Cabana bar, which is right on the beach.
And there's a lobster roll eating contest?
Yep, on the Seashell stage.
Now, how many different restaurants are going to be represented here at the festival?
There's about 50, 55. I'd have to count. I'm still putting them
Adding
in place. I'm still working on it.
So there's going to be plenty for everyone. So one of the rules I read on your website is come hungry.
Come hungry. Don't eat. Don't eat. If you don't walk away really, really full and uncomfortable, you have not done this event right.
And you have to wear comfortable shoes.
Oh yeah, because you can be walking around. There's so much to see. The whole boulevard is closed down, so you've got a good couple miles here to walk and see all kinds of crafters and all the food vendors and all the entertainment and lots of things to see.
I also hear that it's the end of the season sale for a lot of the businesses. Some really great deals on Hampton Beach stuff.
All those t-shirts, those sweatshirts that you want, you can get them dirt cheap.
Great. Great.
time
So I
to
know
come.
that one of the vendors is going to be the Cascade Seaside.
Yep.
So why don't we head over there
Okay.
and maybe have a little drinky pool.
Okay.
Let's go.
Twist my arm.
Okay. I am here at the Cascade Seaside Restaurant with owner Lori Sullivan. This place is so cool. I love the view out there with the slide, the water
Yep,
slide.
the deck, yep. A lot of people come, they eat, the children go on the slide. It's perfect family thing.
Have you done the slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course I have.
Recently?
When my kids were younger, I would work all day. I would go back and pick them up. I would feed them here for dinner and then go on the slide and I would relax.
That's like fun. That's like a lot of fun. So now, how long have you been here? Tell me a little bit of the history of the Cascade.
I have been here 25 years. My husband and I built it on top of the bottom of the building, which is the water slide building. So we built this 25 years ago.
Yeah. So now, how long have you been participating in the Hampton Beach Seafood Festival?
I have been here since the first year they were on the board on the Ocean Boulevard. They had one at the State Park. We weren't involved in that, and then they moved it to Ocean Boulevard, so I've been here since day one. The first year we had it, we put out 2 people. We put out a guy with a chef hat. We were trying to make an impression. with one of my wait staff at 9 o'clock in the morning. At 11 o'clock, my husband shut down the restaurant. We took everybody that was working here, put them in the booth. That's how crazy it was.
Wow. So you serve whole lobsters, but they chop them up for you?
Yep.
So it's
easy? We have, how we set it up is there's 3 in the front. The 3 girls that are in the front that you just worked with, they started when they were this big.
Yeah.
They're in the front. And then in the middle, it's a teacher friend of mine. She does all the corn and butters and thing. And then we have someone just doing the steamers, and then we have 2 guys that are in my kitchen on the pots cooking everything. And then we have a chopper, which will be Jan, and another guy. And we just go.
Go, go, go.
It's like we know exactly, no one talks, it's just like we all know what we're doing now.
So when people come up and they order the steamers, some people just don't know how to eat them.
Or the lobsters.
Yeah.
The girls in the front have to explain it to them.
Okay. So we're getting a little demo from your daughter.
Yes.
And another one of your employees on how to do the steamers.
Right.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Caroline,
And I'm Anna.
and we're waitresses at the Cascade, and we're going to show you how to eat a steamer today.
Okay, so first you take it out of the shell. And then you pull this long neck off. It's like an outer covering. And then you dunk it in the broth to clean off all the sand. And then you dunk it in the butter to make it taste delicious. And then you pop it in your mouth.
I'm not putting that in my mouth.
So now all your seafood is fresh.
Yes, we get it from David's Seafood in Salisbury, and they bring it daily to us. And then for the Seafood Festival, they work with me, like they'll bring me like 800 on Friday, and then we see what we've sold, and then he'll call me Friday night, and then Saturday morning we figure out what we need, call me Saturday night, and then Sunday.
So now here at the Cascade, are you mostly a seafood restaurant, would you say?
We are a seafood restaurant, but we do a big breakfast business. We open at 7:30 in the morning, and we do a big lunch business.
Yeah.
So it's really all 3.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, it started out, people got to know our breakfast, and it became huge. So it's just been a work in progress.
25 years.
Yes, and now we just fly.
So now one of the things you're going to have down at the festival is your chowder.
And we have won that award at least 6 times.
Oh, yeah?
7 times. They won't give it to us anymore.
Can you tell me about the chowder? What's in it?
You know what? That's my husband's secret recipe.
Oh, so you don't even know what's in it?
I do know what's in it, but I'm not giving it out. He worked on that for years. He did. He worked on that for years and years, my husband did. And,
Is it seafood or mixed seafood or just clam?
It's just clams.
It's just clam.
Yep. But he did, and I'm telling you, people from Seafood Festival ask for gallons to take home.
Really?
Yes.
That is very tasty. And you serve it in a bread bowl?
You can, or you can just do it in a cup. Whatever you choose.
I love that. Yeah, very good. So at the Seafood Festival, you're going to have 2 different booths. But
Right.
the one booth will have lobsters,
Right.
steamers, corn, chowder.
Right.
And then your other booth, we'll get a little
It's,
plug for that one.
The other booth is ribs, and that is that's huge. We absolutely sell out by Sunday, maybe at noon. And we start cooking the ribs next week. And so we cook the ribs, and then we have a grater tater, which is a machine. It's kind of a show. They put the whole potato through the machine, and it comes swirling out, and then they fry it, and then they put seasoning on it. And then they'll sell the clam chowder too, because it's the same thing.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. You have a great bar here.
Yep.
And now your bartender made a great drink for me. What's that? It's a bucket?
It's a bucket. So if there's 2 of you, you can choose to have a bucket, or you can choose to have a bucket of beer, which is 4 beers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Erin from the Cascade Seaside Restaurant and Deck. Today we're going to be making drunk lobster. And first we start with a bucket full of ice. And then we add raspberry stoli. And then we fill mostly to the top with lemonade. And we top with blue carousel to make it blue. We add 2 gummy lobsters and some straws. And that's how you make the drunk lobster.
So you don't give me the bucket for one?
I don't think it's really good. It's not a smart thing. And I tell the kids, because we do have a full bar, but we do limit. We're really family here. We limit drinks, so we tell them no bucket for one person.
So I'd be a little disappointed, but that's okay.
You would be sad. You'd have to find a friend.
I would have to find a friend. Go out in the street. Come on in, have a bucket with me.
Right.
So now you're open seasonally here?
We open up Memorial Day and we close up Labor Day.
That is so good. I'm going to stay and finish that. We'll have to come down to the Seafood Festival and see Lori and her great food. Can we do a cheers?
Cheers.
Thank you, Lori. All that shopping and eating is very thirst quenching, isn't it?
Awesome.
But let's have a little recap on what people can expect when they come down to the Hampton Beach Seafood Festival.
Okay. Well, Friday we open at 4, and there'll be entertainment, there'll be food, the Beach Cabana Bar will be open. You can have a glass of wine or a beer right in the sand. On Saturday at 2 o'clock is the lobster roll eating competition on the Seashell stage, and that'll be something to see.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
That evening is fireworks at 8:15. They always do a really great fireworks display. And then on Sunday we have skydiving. About 5 o'clock, the skydivers will come on down from the sky, and it's really cool.
So, and the whole time there's entertainment going on, and arts and crafts, and the kiddie thing, and
shopping. 2 stages of entertainment, so lots going on.
Yeah,
lots to eat, lots to drink, lots to see.
And so if our viewers want to know more about the Seafood Festival, they can go to your website?
Yep, www.hamptonbeachseafoodfestival.com.
Well, I'll drink to that.
Me too. We'll be in there.